Alright folks, welcome to MaxSpeedTV. This is the American Dirt Late Model Series. Again, this is going to be about a 50 lap race here tonight, but first we have to get through some hot laps and heat races, followed by the Trophy Dash, the B main, and then onto the feature tonight. So we are just moments away from these guys taking the track, as it looks like they are getting ready. The way this will work tonight, they each get about 3 to 4 laps. Usually they do 4. Take it out there. Until then, they sit on pit road and do not hit the track at all. So, like I said, we got Nathan Davis, J.R. Bash, Carson Poe, Shane James coming out on the track right now. Usually it's anywhere from 4 to 5 guys, as Chad Bowen is also coming out, so there will be 5 tonight for this one. So we will see what kind of times they run. This is just to set a fast lap, folks. Once they set this will determine what heat race they are in. So, it will be an interesting night tonight to see who is going to be on the top and who will face the bottom. Usually they take 20 cars, sometimes 22, but normally it is 20, so we will be getting word on that later. As I believe we have about 25 here tonight, so 5 of these guys will probably be going home a little early, not getting to watch a whole lot of the racing. Like I said, they get to watch it, but they won't get to actually participate in it. So we are just moments away, so we will get the qualifying thing up here, even though it's technically not qualifying. But this will determine where they're going to start. Alright, they have been given the green flag, so we will see here. Right now, nobody's actually set a time, even though they're out on the track. So we will see who can take the pole so far. Again, sorry, our other overlays are not done, so normally this would say MaxSpeedTV. We are not No Excuses anymore. We have merged with MaxSpeedTV, so that logo is unfortunately still there, but our other overlays did not get finished like they were supposed to. So that is why that's up there. Right now, Chad Bowen's got the fastest time right now with a 16:007. Alright, here we go. Qualifying ticker wasn't working there, but got Carson Poe with a 16:028, John Batista with a 16:031, not far apart there. Followed by Nathan Davis with a 16:057, and J.R. Bash with a 16:348 are your top 5 right now, these guys out there. So, the only 15 hit was a 15:945 by Chad Bowen in that 21 machine. We'll have to see if anybody can pass him, as it looks like their 4 laps are up, so nobody will pass him. Right now, he will be your fastest time out there, so he will be at the front of his heat race if they do not invert it. They do sometimes like to invert the races. So we will check out for that, see if we get a word if they are going to later. Possibly get one of these drivers or 2 in the booth here after their run, see what they think of the track. And we will take just a moment here as we get the next set of drivers out. Alright, didn't take long. They run a fast and smooth machine here, guys. So, coming out is Richard Stallings, Colton Davis, Barry King, Jason Deere, and Zach Rounds. Keeping an eye out for Colton Davis and Zach Rounds. Those are one of the fastest guys here tonight. So they have been just about every week. So we'll have to see how they do tonight. Colton Davis put on a heck of a show in the sprints the other night. So did Zach Rounds. Unfortunately, wrecking out of that race, or getting wrecked out. Didn't get the finish he wanted. So he may be looking for some revenge here tonight. Yes, sir. The race will be tonight, right after the B main. They will go straight into the A main after that, get the lineup set, as they've taken the green here. So right now, Richard Stallings is fast, but that is not their main times. This is just warm-up lap, so a little slower than normal. As Jason Deere running a 17.251. Colton Davis running a 16.874, and Richard Stallings now running a 16.201. That not to be outdone, Zach Rounds runs a 15.956 to put him in second place right now in that 27 machine. Ray King got a little sideways there, a little more than you're supposed to here in dirt track racing. Put up a kind of slower time, but he still has plenty of time to get by, as Zach Rounds is going to try to get by him and put them both in the wall after they touch a little bit. So that could hinder Barry King's time. Zach Rounds has already got a good time of a 15.952, so he doesn't really need it, but Barry King definitely needed that faster run. As that will conclude their 4 laps, so they are done. So Zach Rounds is going to get up to second. Richard Stallings to 6th with a 16.132. Jason Deere with a 16.677, and Barry King with a 17.274 to put him in 10th place. We still have plenty more cars. We got about probably 12 or so more cars to come out here, so anything can happen. This track is fresh and it still has a lot of speed in it. To answer that question, Hazel, there's actually 2 streams going on right now. So if you check our page, we actually have 2 live streams going on. We have a, and I believe, I don't think it's Indy cars. I think it's the trucks, the Slam Truck Series going on. Rudy is over there broadcasting that one as we are doing the dirt over here. Alright folks, take a quick second. The next group will be coming out very shortly. Alright folks, they are rolling out. The next group is going to be Anthony Miller, Tim Smith, Danny Waller Jr., Shane James, and Clabe Ferguson. Those are your next 5 drivers coming out to set their hot lap times here. Still, Chad Bolin has the fastest time with a 15.954. So we will see if any of these guys can top it. Still a lot of speed out in that track, so the way this is run, they do not just get to go out there and tear the track up. They have to only come out when it's their time. So it's really up to them what line they're going to run. There's plenty of speed all over it as they are given the virtual green flag here. So we'll give them a lap to get their times in, as right now they're not very accurate times because they were pacing around. So they'll take a lap here and we will see what they're going to do. Clabe Ferguson, 17.837 with his first lap. I'm sure he'll improve on that, as he usually does. Anthony Miller, new here tonight with a 16.118. Shane James running a 15.866 to take the pole in qualifying here. Again, this doesn't set the field. This is just for heat races. Tim Smith running a 15.965 to take 4th place. And we said it, Clabe Ferguson would improve with a 16.004 to put him in 6th, as well as Anthony Miller with a 15.987 to put him in 5th. Still lagging back is the 1 car of Danny Waller Jr. with a 16.455, putting him in 13th. Not the slowest, but he still has a little bit of room to improve. So he probably will do that as he passes the line right here. And 16.481, so just a tad bit slower. So still not a whole lot off. I mean, these guys are right there together, as those guys are going to be wrapping up theirs, and the next set of guys is already getting in pits and getting ready to come out. Alright, so the next group is coming out. This group will have Kyle Trevathan, Cody Olson, Mike Seaton, Travis McKinney, and Chris Arencia are going to be your 5 cars coming out there. Dustin Sizemore sitting in the pits. That's not normally allowed, so I'm sure he will get talked to. Yes, he does. He is off the track now. So again, those your 5 guys out doing their pace laps right now are Kyle Trevathan, Cody Olson, Mike Seaton, Travis McKinney, and Chris Arencia. They'll take a lap here just to get a little mud on the tires, get the car familiar with the track, and they will be given the green flag by race control here very shortly. Alright, green flag is dropped as Chris Arencia is going to cross the line here. That will be his first little pace lap, so that will not be a very good time of a 28.736, so we will not even look at that one right now. As they are now getting in line, he will be the first one to actually complete a good lap here. That will give him a 16.176 to put him in 13th place right now. Not to be outdone, Kyle Trevathan running a 15.973, as well as Travis McKinney running a 15.859, followed by Cody Olson with a 15.853, and Mike Seaton with a 829. That will put Mike Seaton up at the very top of this, followed by Cody Olson and Travis McKinney. Those are your top 3, all in this heat or these hot laps here. So, one set of hot laps, and they have taken first, second, and third there, followed by Kyle Trevathan taking up 9th, and Chris Arencia in 10th place right now. They still have about another lap, and that might wrap it up right there, as it does. So they are done. So new little pole sitter, you might say, for hot laps here of Mike Seaton with a 15.829. Outstanding run by Cody Olson and Travis McKinney as well with a 15.853 and a 15.859. So only 0.006 off of each other. We have about 8 drivers left, so they'll probably do either 5 and 4 or 5 and 3, my bad, or 4 and 4. Not sure. We'll see how they get these sorted out here. Alright, rolling out so far is Jimmy Mullis, Jason Renard, and Justin Chapman are going to be 3 cars rolling out for this heat race. So it looks like they're going to do 3 and 5. Some of these guys may not actually be in here. They may have just connected at one point or another. Might point out, it doesn't really mean anything in here because this is dirt, and these were done on asphalt before dirt came out to iRacing. But Jimmy Mullis is your lone pro here tonight. Last week we had Tyler Hudson here, who's also a pro. But also, like I said, that doesn't mean a whole lot when you're on dirt because they didn't earn it on dirt, as they are given the green flag here. So we will see what these 3 guys can do. In this first lap here, by all 3 of them will not be their fastest lap by far, as that was just a little warm-up lap. So a 20.325 for Jason Renard. Renard, sorry about that. Renard, that one's not going to be his lap there, but Justin Chapman running a 16.325. Just bumping that up a little bit more to a 15.938. Jimmy Mullis with a 15.963, and Jason Renard with a 15.990. So far, Jimmy Mullis going to run a 15.915 to bump that up to the top 5 position, followed by Justin Chapman with that 15.938 to get him in 6th. Jason Renard is still back there in 12th with a 15.990, so still all of those guys within 15.9s and 15.8s, just right there together. Still, even in the top 12, they're not that far off. Even the top 15 really aren't that far off. So this will still be a very close, very competitive race as these guys are done. So, well, we'll see who else left. We got about 5 people that have not run. I'm not sure if all of these are in the actual race here. Again, they could have come in and left. So we will see who's here and who's not here. Alright, so coming out this time, we have Derek Walker, Dustin Sizemore, Cameron Higgins, who got here a little late. Those 3 are going to come out, so we will, let them give them their little pace lap, and then they will take the green flag by race control. Alright, Jason Allison also in that 12 machine is going to come out here. So that will conclude everybody who come out here. Roger Wagner is race control probably tonight, so he will not be racing, I do not believe. That is the only driver left that is not on track or has not been on track. So again, Derek Walker, Dustin Sizemore, Jason Allison, and Cameron Higgins are going to be your next 4 drivers to go out as they're just waiting to get that green flag. And it looks like the 20 of Derek Walker is speeding up, so they have that green flag, so they will take a lap around here, get their little roll-in lap there, you might say, and then they will get a good lap in after that. So we will see what they get as soon as they cross the line. Alright, there you go. Cameron Higgins with a 15.883 to put him in 5th place. Jason Allison running 20th spot place. I put 21st now, being bumped with a 16.239. Justin Sizemore running a 16.006 to put him in 16th place. Derek Walker still a 16.390 for 24th place. He's getting a feel for these cars. He's more of a sprint guy. He does really good, dominating a lot of the time in the sprints and the 360s over there on Thursday night. Just getting the hang of these cars as he bumps up to 21st spot, dumping Allison to 22nd with a 16.139. But still, the fastest lap out of this group is Cameron Higgins with a 15.880. That will, again, is in 5th spot. So it doesn't look like anybody's going to dethrone Mike Seaton as he's going to run a 15.829 and be on the pole for hot laps here. Again, this will set up how their heat races are going to go, and they will get that gridding set out accordingly to how they qualified based on time here. So again, we will be right back as soon as that ends. Don't go nowhere. And again, we'll be right back as soon as they get the lineups out. Alright folks, again, make sure you hang tight with us. This is run a little bit different than most dirt track racing here, but it is run very smooth and is a very good setup. Does take them just a tiny bit longer, but it's well worth the wait when you get a good turnout, as we did tonight with 27 drivers here. It's a really good set of racing. All these guys are extremely good, as we just had David Hillman connect a little bit late, so they will take him at the back of a heat or the back of the B feature. Just depends on how they do that here tonight, but one of those two things will happen, as he's just a tad bit late as hot laps are over. So again, they will be rolling out on the track for their first heat race. We probably gonna have about 5 heat races here tonight. To put about 6 to 8 cars. Typically it is 6, because that is the going rate for heat races. So that being said, we will be right back as soon as they get those out on the track. Alright, for those that are just joining us, we had a few people just join us in chat there. We are just waiting for the lineups to get set, so please hang tight with us. This is like any type of real racing at a local dirt track. If you go out there on a weekend night, Friday or Saturday night, there is a little bit of a break in here, as they have to get the lineups done. They do them via a program, but it's still by hand. So it does take a little bit longer, folks, so just hang tight. Grab you something to drink, grab you some popcorn, because it will be an exciting A main here tonight, with 28 drivers here now, and 20 of them will be here. So 8 of these guys will be going home now, with the addition of David Hillman, who joined a little bit late to get into hot laps, so he'll be starting at the back of a heat race. But nevertheless, this will be a great set of racing. Heat races is always exciting. Following that, the top 2 from each one will go into a trophy dash, so or fast dash as you might call it. Those will just be determining where they will start in the A main. Then we will throw everybody else into a B main, and they will take the next set of guys, however many they need, to complete the field of 20 drivers. Those 20 drivers will take to the A main. They will run a few laps. They usually give them about 5 to get in the correct order, Race control will give them a virtual green flag, and from that point on, iRacing will control this race. So that is the setup here for tonight. It's a great one, and it works very good, as it looks like we may have them rolling out on the track as they are getting out in pit road here. Alright, so they are rolling out, so we will get heat racing underway now. Alright, so this heat race will be Mike Seaton, Justin Chapman, Anthony Miller, Derek Walker, and Jason Deere. Those will be, so it looks like we're going to have about 5 drivers in each heat, so those are your 5. They will get bunched up here, and race control will give them the green flag when they feel that they are ready to go. The 45 is getting up there a little bit, just holding back just a hair. I'm sure they'll let him get bunched up. They should go green flag racing this time by. And the 55 of Mike Seaton is going to be the pole sitter for this heat race. As one more car is coming out, that will be Justin Sizemore. So we have a 6 per race, as we figured there would be. So those will be your 6 drivers again. Alright, we should be getting the green flag this time by. Everyone's bunched up, ready to go. Again, we have Mike Seaton, and then followed by Justin Chapman, Anthony Miller, Justin Sizemore, Derek Walker, and Jason Deere are your 6 cars out here for heat race number 1. Alright, green flag is out, folks. No, great start by Mike Seaton in that 55, and the 07 of Justin Chapman is right on his back bumper, followed by the 111 of Anthony Miller. They've fallen back. The front 2 are definitely out front now, as there's a little gap for the 3rd and 4th place. We'll see if Justin Chapman has anything for the 55 of Mike Seaton, but it doesn't look like right now, as he's trying to get by him, but he can't get by him on the inside, so he's going to try the outside now, maybe, as now Mike Seaton's going to go to the inside and see if he can make that work. Jason Deere falling way back at the start of the race here, so he's going to be back there. Unfortunately, that's not where you want to be. He may go into the B main back, because that is not a transfer position. Meanwhile, Dustin Sizemore making the move as looks like the 11. That was the 11 of Dustin Sizemore hit the wall. Derek Walker in the 20 was going to get by him. Sorry, little numbers there confused. Sorry about that, but the 20 will get by. It is Derek Walker will get by Dustin Sizemore to get that position, but it's not a transfer position. Right now, those 2 spots are Mike Seaton and Justin Chapman in the 55 and the 07. As Justin Chapman is still trying to get by the 55 and Mike Seaton just can't do it right now. He just doesn't have enough bite down the bottom to get by him, as they're both going to run the bottom now. So maybe a little protection going on there by Mike Seaton, running the exact same line that Justin Chapman's running, so that he cannot get by him. But again, both of these spots will transfer, so no need to block or do anything crazy, as they're both going to transfer. 3rd place and 4th place will be the 111 Anthony Miller, followed by the 20 of Derek Walker. So those are your first 2 spots not transferring in, as they're spread out. Really no battle going on there. The only real battle going on is up front with Mike Seaton and Justin Chapman, as Justin Chapman is trying everything he can right now to get by Mike Seaton to take that. And the higher you start, you finish in this, the higher you will start in the trophy dash, possibly resulting in a pole for the feature racer tonight. So every spot is still worth getting, even though you're going to transfer anyway. So he's going to keep digging, as they have a very few amount of laps here to actually get it to the front. And it looks like Mike Seaton is in that 55 machine is pretty much pulling away from Justin Chapman right now. Not a whole lot of contesting going on for that first spot. They may be content with 1st and 2nd at this point. As we look back, we may have a little battle going on between the Anthony Miller and Derek Walker in the 20. At least Walker was right up on him. He gets really close in the turns, but just loses his momentum going into the straightaways. He just can't complete the pass there, so that will be probably where he finishes. As this race is over, so it will be Mike Seaton followed by Justin Chapman. Anthony Miller and Derek Walker are going to be your top 4. Followed by Dustin Sizemore in the 11 and Jason Deere in the 45s. That will be your running or your finishing order here. Alright folks, the next group of guys is coming out here, so we will get going. This group will have Jimmy Mullis, Derek Walker. There we go. Derek Walker's not it. He was just in the last one. We'll have Cody Olson, Jimmy Mullis, Kyle Trevathan, Carson Poe, Jason Allison, and Barry King. Those are going to be your 6 drivers for this heat race. As they're getting out there, going to get lined up. And give them a lap or so to do that, and then they will be going green flag racing here tonight. All right, they are bunched up. Cody Olson on the pole for this heat race, as he was the second fastest hot lap qualifier. And they have got the green flag here, folks. Cody Olson with a great start, followed by the 40 of Jimmy Mullis right there behind him, and the 13 of Carson Poe getting a little bit loose. And it looks like the 2 of Kyle Trevathan is going to try to get that spot from him. That is for 3rd, not a transfer spot, but still a great spot to be for the B main. Looks like he just couldn't complete it. So no pass there, but we'll check back up front as Cody Olson and Jimmy Mullis are battling it out. We didn't see a whole lot of passing in the last one, as Cody Olson seems to be having some internet issues there. That is unfortunate for him, as he looks like he is no longer in the race. He had some issues there, and that will put Jimmy Mullis in that 40 machine in the lead. So that is very unfortunate for Cody. Hopefully he can get back in here, as he was leading the race. But we still have a little bit of a battle. Well, not much of one anymore, folks, with the 13 of Carson Poe and the 2 of Kyle Trevathan. Not a whole lot of battling going on there. If you look back in the back, we have the 12 of Jason Allison and the 10 of Barry King. So not much battling going on. The only battle that was happening was between the 5 of Cody Olson and the 40 of Jimmy Mullis. And Cody Olson is not in this race right now, as he seems to have disconnected, and we are running 12 laps. We did find out that from race control in between the heat races. So right now it's pretty much how they go. It's Jimmy Mullis, Carson Poe, Kyle Trevathan, Jason Allison, and Barry King are going to be your top 5 there. So that is a very unfortunate incident for Cody Olson, as he's very competitive in this series. I mean, it is his series that he started, and he's really good here. So he is going to be very disappointed with that. So right now, there's really, again, no battles going on. Single file. These guys just content with getting those top 2 spots. Carson Poe may make a move for Jimmy Mullis, see if he can't get him, though. Doesn't look like it's going to happen this lap, though. He definitely closes in on him in the corners, but just, again, loses that momentum in the straightaways, as the people were in the last race, too. It's so hard to get by people, because you got to run the same line they're running to be fast, because that is the fast groove. So if they're in that line, it's hard to get by them. It doesn't looks like we're going to have Jimmy Mullis, Carson Poe, and Kyle Trevathan are going to be your top 3. Again, followed by the 12 of Jason Allison and the 10 car of Barry King. As your running order right now, and if nothing goes different, that will be how they finish here tonight. Still no battling for the lead. Jimmy Mullis is pretty happy up there. Got about a 3 or 4 car length lead in the straightaways and about a 2 car length in the straightaways. As it looks like that race is going to be over, so that will be how they finish. Jimmy Mullis getting the win, followed by Carson Poe, Kyle Trevathan, Jason Allison, and Barry King are going to be how they finish here in that heat race number 2. Alright, no time wasted here. They are getting the next group of guys sent out on the track. So again, it's a well-run organization, like a well-oiled machine. They do not take much time here. So with that being said, we will have Travis McKinney, Chad Bolin, Jason Renard, Colton Davis, and David Hillman are going to be your 5 or 6 cars going to be out here. We're missing one guy, so we'll see who that's going to be. Yeah, we still need one more driver, so we're missing one unless they're going to run 5 in this heat race. But if not, we are missing one driver out here. Alright, looks like they're going to run just 5 drivers in this heat race. So the 24, that is David Hillman, kind of has the pick of the lanes when it comes to the back of the field. He can go high, he can go low. Whichever lane takes off first, that's probably the one he's going to pick here, as the 48 of Travis McKinney is going to be your pole sitter for the heat race. Followed by on the outside of 21 of Chad Bolin. Alright, green flag is in the air. Race control has waved it. Great start by the 48 of Travis McKinney, the 21 of Chad Bolin right on his bumper, and the 71 of Jason Renard. Getting a little bump there, it looked like, from the 77. That is 77 is Jason Renard. That was the 71 that gave him a bump of Colton Davis. And he got by him, the 24 and the 77. Oh, they touched. That's going to hurt both of them, as they're already in the back. So that's not what they needed to try to get to the front. The 24 is David Hillman. So that's definitely going to hurt both of their chances to get up to the front. Not a whole lot of damage, but it did slow them down a ton. As Travis McKinney and Chad Bolin are battling up here in the front. Looks like Chad Bolin's going to try to get on the inside, see if he can get by the 48 of Travis McKinney. Just doesn't have it. He's going to keep trying, though. Keep digging, get to the bottom, try the high side. You got to do one or the other. You got to get around him if you want the highest spot to get that win here in the heat race. Again, that does determine where you start in the trophy dash. The higher you can start in the trophy dash, the higher you'll start in the B or the A main. And either way, the 48 and the 21 right now are the 2 that are going to transfer. So they're sitting in safe spots. But it doesn't mean they're going to stay there, as the 71 of Colton Davis is reeling them in just a little bit at a time. Again, they have 12 laps. Already completed a few of those, so they don't have a whole lot of time. Just doesn't look like Chad Bolin's going to have what it takes to get by 48 of Travis McKinney. He's right there, just not enough, got enough speed to get by him, especially down on the inside, as the 48 is going to run the same line he's running to try and stop him from getting by. But he's definitely digging right there in turn 4 as they almost touch coming out of turn 4. He's just right there, folks. He just can't get by him. They got 24 David Hillman, not much going on there, and the 77 of Jason Renard picking up the rear of the field. Not a whole lot of going on there either. The really only battle on the track right now is between the 48 and the 21. That is again Travis McKinney and Chad Bolin. Looks like Chad Bolin may be content with a second place finish here. He's not trying to press the issue too much. So we'll see if he tries to get by him. It doesn't look like he's going to. looks like he is just going to hang tight for the 12 laps and run second and assure his spot in that A feature there, in that trophy dash as well. He's not real, again, he's not pressing the issues too much, so he has to be content with it. He's right there though, folks. He maybe going to try to reel him in, get a run on the last few laps. He loses a little bit of momentum in the straightaways, but he reels him in really quickly in the turns here, especially in turn 4 and turn 3. It doesn't look like he's going to do it. That will conclude this heat race. So it will be Travis McKinney, Chad Bolin finishing second, followed by the 71 of Colton Davis, the 24 of David Hillman, and the 77 of Jason Renard. Those are going to be how they finish. So we will take just a second, and the next group of guys for heat race number 3 will come out. Alright, again, like we said, they don't waste time here. Heat race number 3 is coming out. This heat race will have Shane James, Zach Rounds, Chris Arencia, Nathan Davis, and J.R. Bash are going to be your drivers in this one. We should have one more coming out. Again, they may run 5 in this one as well. If not, there will be 5. If they do add another one, it'll be 6. So we'll look, see if we find that 6 car coming out. But it looks like they are going to run 5 again. Alright, folks, green flag is in the air. Shane James getting a good start, but Zach Rounds right there as they are 3 wide for first place. That is Chris Arencia, Shane James, and Zach Rounds. Chris Arencia is going to fall back to 3rd, but still a great battle going on between the 27 of Zach Rounds and the 3 of Shane James. Zach Rounds taking the lead there, followed by the 3 of Shane James. So Zach Rounds has a really fast car. He loves these cars, and like you said earlier, he will be someone to contend with here in these late models. It looks like Nathan Davis may put on a little bit of a battle for Chris Arencia as he's going to try him on the high side. Gets a little bit sideways there, a little loose, losing a lot of ground on Chris Arencia in the 178. So he will regroup, see if he can't do it, as we may have a battle for the lead up here. Shane James right side by side with Zach Rounds, seeing if he can pass him. Didn't do it that lap, but he's still knocking out his heels right on his door. He may try to get him right here in turn 3 and 4. Zach Rounds, though, has the momentum coming out of turn 4. Shane James just doesn't have the momentum he needs to come out of the turn. But he's going to keep trying every turn. He will get in there as he's going to dive it in right now. Didn't dive it in as hard that time as we thought he would. He may be content with 2nd place now, at least for a little bit. See if he can reel him in a little bit and make another run at it towards the end of the race here. Right now, Zach Rounds has a comfortable car and a half lead as Shane James is just running in 2nd, followed by Chris Arencia, Nate Davis, and J.R. Bash taking up 5th place. Quite a ways back, but he keeping his nose clean, and he will be probably going into that B main, see if he can't advance to the A main here tonight. Shane James back again on Zach Rounds there. He is right on his bumper again, so he's going to make another shot at it. He's diving into the inside here. Turn 3 and 4, just again doesn't have the momentum, and Zach Rounds has that high line pretty much sewn up in the middle in 1 and 2 and the high in 3 and 4. So Shane James just doesn't have the line he needs to get by, as Zach Rounds is right in it with him. They're going to be battling hard up there again. That is for 1st and 2nd. Yeah, we'll check back. We got Chris Arencia still in 3rd, followed by Nate Davis and J.R. Bash. Not a whole lot of battling going on there. Again, the only real battle is for 1st and 2nd, and that is between Zach Rounds and Shane James in the 27 and the 3. And Shane James may still try to make a run. He's still trying to dig into the bottom and see if he can get something to stick and pass him. Just doesn't have that grip at the bottom, and he wants to get by him, but they're running the exact same line here, folks. So it's going to be extremely hard as he's going to dive right here in 3 and 4. Just lost a lot of momentum. May have tapped the wall there just a little bit with his nose. Couldn't tell from that angle. But whatever it was, it killed a lot of momentum as this race looks like it is over, folks. That was a very quick 12 laps. It will be Zach Rounds, Shane James, Chris Arencia, Nate Davis, and J.R. Bash are going to be the running order here. That's how they finish. So those guys will get off the track, and the next set of guys will be coming out. Alright, folks, with this group coming out, it will be Cameron Higgins, Tim Smith, Clabe Ferguson, Richard Stallings, and Danny Waller Jr. are going to be the ones coming out for heat race number 4. Alright, they are all grouped up here, folks, so they should be getting the green flag here very shortly. As the 38 of Tim Smith is going to be your pole sitter for this heat race. Green flag is out. Great start by Tim Smith as he gets a good 3-car lead. But that being said, the 17, the Richard Stallings, was right there trying to get by, but has fallen back. So he will not be there, but Clabe Ferguson in the 57 is going to put a run on the 38. Seeing if he can't get by him. He's going to get him on the inside possibly. It's not going to be able to complete that pass here. The 38 of Tim Smith continues. Got a good car, 2.5 car length lead there over Clabe Ferguson in that 57, followed by the 17 of Richard Stallings, who has Cameron Higgins in the 05 all over his back bumper, trying to get by him. Last week's winner was Cameron Higgins, so we know he's fast. He's just got to get by these cars if he wants to assure himself a spot in that trophy dash and into the A main. As Clabe Ferguson still trying to get by the 38 car. He just doesn't have the grip down bottom in this race either, and that track is getting more and more worn out. As it looks like we may have a three-way battle for second here shortly, as the 17 of Richard Stallings and the 05 of Cameron Higgins are getting very close to the back bumper of the 57 of Clabe Ferguson. Meanwhile, the 38 of Tim Smith is kind of got about a 2.5, 3-car length lead. He's pulling away, but we've got a three-way battle as the 17, they all touch. 57, 17, and 05 touch there. No harm done. They get going. It killed a bunch of momentum for all three of those cars, unfortunately, though. Just not a whole lot of damage. That Danny Waller Jr. Taking up the 5th spot, running back there. Maybe the safest place to be if these three get together again and cause a wreck. So he may be in a safe spot. Right now he is running 5th place, while Tim Smith has got a nice little lead, got a little pad going on there. So he right now just keep running the line he's running, stay out of trouble, and he has assured himself the win here in this heat race. Clabe Ferguson still running 2nd, followed by Richard Stallings in 3rd, and Cameron Higgins in 4th. And they've all spread out now thanks to the 05, the 17, and the 57 all bumping together there about a lap and a half ago. That caused a lot of momentum loss for all three of them, allowing Tim Smith to have a nice, sizable lead and pull away to a comfortable cushion there between those three other cars. As we are probably wrapping up in laps here, probably not very many more left to go. It will look like it's going to be The 38 of Tim Smith going to win this one. Again, that is not 100% for sure yet. Anything could happen, but that's the way it looks like it's going to go right now. Followed by the 57 of Clay Ferguson, the Richard Stallings, Cameron Higgins, and then Danny Waller Jr. are how they run currently on the track. So again, we will nothing's for sure, but that is how they run. So they should be wrapping up probably about a lap or two left here, if even that, because they are running really fast. As it looks like we were close. Yep, that will conclude this race. So it will be Tim Smith, Clay Ferguson, Richard Stallings, Cameron Higgins, and Danny Waller Jr. are going to be how they finish in this heat race. So we will get those clear of the track and get the next heat race out very shortly, folks. Alright, so just a minute here, folks. Again, we're just waiting for this next group to come out. Should have at least one more heat race, I believe. I don't think we had all these guys come out, so we are just waiting for that last group. If our math is correct, we should have at least one more. That could have been all of them, but I don't think so. I believe we have one more. Oh, doesn't look like it. Look like it's going to be the Trophy Dash. So that was all our heat races. Alright, so the heat races are over. This is the top two from each heat race. This is your Trophy Dash. These guys are all locked into the A main tonight. All they're doing here is running to see where they will start in the actual A main. So this will have Mike Seaton, Travis McKinney, Shane James, Justin Chapman, Jimmy Mullis, Chad Bolin, Zach Rounds, Clay Ferguson, and Carson Poe. And Tim Smith as well, just getting onto the track. So those will be your guys for the Trophy Dash here, Trophy Dash here today. They will give them a lap or so to get lined up, and they will be going green flag racing here in just a minute. While we're in this little slow moment here while they get lined up, make sure if you like what you see here tonight, we do a lot of broadcasting, whether it's asphalt or dirt. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you give a like if you like what you see here. This is probably one of the, if not the best dirt track racing there is, as they are inverting the fields here. They do that from time to time, so they invert it and switch them up just a hair. So we'll see if this impacts anybody too much. Most of these guys are all fast, so they can still get to the front. But again, these are all your first and second place guys from the heat races, so they've already proven they can finish up top. But then you throw them all together for a Trophy Dash, and this will determine the first set of like 5 rows, I believe it is, for the heat race, or for the trophy. Oh fuck. This will be the first 5 rows for the A main here tonight. Alright, green flag is out. Great start there for the Clay Ferguson, who got the pole because of the invert. We have a huge pileup as the 48. That is Travis McKinney getting shuffled to the back, so that's unfortunate for him. We got a good little battle going on right now for Clay Ferguson, Zach Rounds, and Carson Poe in the 21 of Chad Bolin up front. It looks like Zach Rounds is going to take the lead, followed by Clay Ferguson, but Carson Poe is going to try to get Clay on the outside. We'll see if he gets him at the line here. It doesn't look like he's going to. Oh, as they touch, and Clay Ferguson is almost up on the grass there. So that is a horrible, horrible wreck there. The 38 Tim Smith also getting involved in that. So that was a hard lick to the outside fence there. As they get a little tangled up. So we will take a little look at that real fast and see exactly what happened. And so that also got the 13 of Carson Poe. Not a whole lot of damage there, but just a little scuff there. The 57 of Clabe Ferguson getting heavy damage though. And the 57, he's going to get. They do have unlimited fast repairs here. So he will get in there, get a fresh car, and come back out onto the track. Alright, so Zach Rounds will be your leader for this restart, followed by the 21 of Chad Boland, the 07 of Justin Chapman, the 3 of Shane James, and it looks like the 48. I got a dark number on that car. Well, no, it's not the 48. Not sure who that is with that dark number on the dark card. We'll definitely see if we can't see that. It's the 55 going back there. They got a battle going on between the 40 and the 55. That is Jimmy Molis and Mike Seaton battling for, looks like about 5th, 6th spot back there. And yeah, we got a good battle going on between Mike Seaton and the 40 of Jimmy Molis, followed by the 57 of Clade Ferguson, who wants in on that battle too. So that is the battle right now. Not a whole lot going up front, as they are single file, just trying to keep the car clean and not wreck it, because they want to start up fun in the A main feature race here tonight. So those guys are just going to hang tight, run single file. Looks like they're going to do that in the back now as well. The 57 of Clade Ferguson, he may have had a run on the 40 of Jimmy Smolis, but not being able to complete that. But right now the 38 is going to Tim Smith's trying to put a run on the 13 of Carson Poe. Just can't complete that, as we have a wreck there. That will bring out the caution. That's going to be the 48 of Travis McKinney. Take a look back here and see what happened. In fact, he was battling the 55 of Mike Seaton. So, not sure if we'll take a look if he had a play in that, or if he just wrecked on his own, a self-inflicted wound. And it looks like he had a little help from Mike Seaton in the 55. It just kind of hooked him and spun him around. So, heavy damage to the back of that 48 car of Travis McKinney, but not a whole lot of damage to the front end. That is kind of more important. You don't want to damage your engine, although they do have fast repairs. Unfortunately, either way, he will be in the back. Still coming to the restart here. Restart, it will be Zach Rounds taking the green flag here, followed by the 21 of Chad Bowen and the 07 of Justin Chapman, followed by the 3 of Shane James and the 55 of Mike Seaton. Those are your top 5, as Shane James has a run but slows down, loses a lot of momentum to the 07 of Chapman. Clay Ferguson there putting the moves on, trying to get by, gaining a lot of spots, passing the 40, but the 40 is going to pass him back. That is Jimmy Molis. He's going to pass him there with a crossover, but he's going to try a slide job, see if he can get him. He does get him at the line, as he's going to slide job right back in front of him, but 40 of Molis is going to try to put a crossover back on him, completes it. They touch a little bit. Now Carson Poe's going to put a slide job, try to pass the 57 of Clay Ferguson. Unfortunately, he is not as successful as the 40 of Jimmy Molis, as he has to contend with staying back as he bumps a little bit, letting him know he's there. Nothing wrong with that. As they touch again, the 57 blinking, that is Clay Ferguson, and the 13 of Carson Poe, and the 38, that was Tim Smith getting together, but it looks like the race is over. So it will be Zach Rounds, Chad Bowen, Chapman, and Seaton. They're going to be your top 4. Top 5 will be Shane James. Those will be your top 5. That will conclude the trophy dash. So we'll take a short little break here, get everybody else back on the track that did not make the trophy dash. That will be your B main. Those guys will come out and battle for the remaining spots to get into the the feature race here tonight. Alright folks, remember, just hang tight with us. They will be getting this lineup out very shortly. As soon as they do that, all these guys will come out, get in the correct order, and we will start the B main. Directly following that, we will have a very brief intermission, followed by the A main tonight. So we will get this race going extremely fast. These guys know what they're doing, and they do it very well. So again, make sure you subscribe to us if you like dirt track racing, asphalt racing. We broadcast just about every day of the week. Sometimes, like tonight, we have 2 broadcasts going at the same time as they are coming out. Also, make sure if you like this video, give it a thumbs up so we know you like it and we know you were here. That being said, we will focus back on the race as they are coming out. Again, this will be everybody else that did not make the trophy dash tonight. So everybody that's in here is in the B main because they didn't make the trophy dash. They were not the top 2 in their heat. So these guys are battling to fill the remainder spots. So I believe we'll be taking 10 out of this race if my calculations are correct. So 10 spots, and we're going to have about 15 out here or so. So they will be battling hard to get those top 10 spots. I'm sure you will see a lot of close racing here as these guys all want to transfer, but unfortunately about 9 or so will go home. We have about 19 out here. We'll give a good count, but in this race will be Cody Olson, Cameron Higgins, Derek Walker, Anthony Miller, Kyle Trevathan, Jason Renard, Chris Arencia, Dustin Sizemore, David Hillman, Nathan Davis, Colton Davis, Richard Stallings, Jason Deere, Jason Allison, J.R. Bash, Barry King, and Danny Waller Jr. Those will be your guys here. We zoom out here. You see a little bit bigger picture here. There is a ton of cars out here, guys. This is the B main, not the A main. So keep in mind, the next race they do on here will be even bigger than this. So just hang tight with us. After this race, we will have a brief intermission as they have to get all these lineups set, and it does take a little bit of time. So just hang tight with us. We'll probably get the green flag in about 1 lap or so as they are getting lined up here for this B main. Alright folks, they are bunched up tight. You know what that means. It's time to strap on your seat belts and pull them tight, because we will be going green flag racing right here probably. Alright, green flag is in the air. 111 getting a really great start. That is Anthony Miller, as they are 3 wide already in the back. Chris Arencia getting bumped a little bit there by the, looks like the 20 gave a nice little shove. That is the 17 also in there, the 71. As they are all sorts of tangled up there in the back. Jason Allison getting in on part of that. Not sure if a caution will fly or not. Looks like a caution will not come out though. So we will keep going green. They are battling all over the track right now. Chris Arencia running a really good race. Right there beside him is Kyle Trevathan and Richard Stallings in the 17, followed by the 71 of Colton Davis. Oh, is Colton Davis and Kyle Trevathan touch? No, they're still going though. No harm done there. They are still hard battling though, as Kyle Trevathan has a ton of damage to the front of that 2 car. Cameron Higgins, your last week's winner, running 4th right now. So they're battling right now hard, but the real battle is going on right now between the 77, Derek Walker, and the 20, the 71 of Colton Davis, and the looks like the 11 there of Dustin Sizemore. Is your real battle going on about mid-pack. This is for about 5th and 6th place, as Nate Davis and 11 of Justin Sizemore kind of touched there, not a whole lot, but it does hurt a little bit of a momentum on Nate Davis going on there. Looks like Cody Olson back there in the 5 is also trying to get by Nate Davis, as he will complete that pass. That is back for about 10th spot or so. He will sticking it to the bottom, so he's going to slide up. It looks like the 71 of Colton Davis and the 77, I believe that is. Hard to see his number, but that is the 77. And that will bring out a caution as those two collide and hit the wall. So we will take a look back at that and see exactly what happened, folks. We'll see, we're battling extremely hard back there for about 12th spot or so, I think. Yeah, the 71 tags the 77, gets him a little loose, and then they both just slam into that outside retaining wall or fence there. Luckily, nobody getting a ton of damage, but still, that wall does hurt, as the 77 has severe damage to the rear end of that car. Take a look here at the 71. Doesn't look to have as much damage on the back, but he had a little damage on the front end. Not too much. He may have got that. He's just got a tad bit of damage on that back right side, but not near as much as a 77. So right now, the front runners are fairly clean, running a nice smooth race. As we have Anthony Miller, Richard Stallings, Chris Arencia, Cameron Higgins, and Derek Walker are your top 5. Alright, race control says one more lap, so they're going to pace one more time around here, folks. Alright, folks, they are all bunched up here. Again, just a few more laps, and they will, or a few more feet, really, not laps. They got about half a turn, and Anthony Miller will be taking the green flag for this restart. Alright, green flag is out. They bunch up hard at the front. Cody Olson getting, looks like the raw end of the deal there is they all kind of bumped and banged right there at the front, with no caution, because they do collect it all together and keep going. As the Cameron Higgins gets completely turned around. Not sure if he will bring out a caution or not, as they are still stacking it up. We have one upside down now, so yes, that will bring out a caution. So we'll take a look at that and see what happened. They stack up at the front, but that does not cause the caution. They get it all sorted out. But Cameron Higgins gets turned around, and somebody got upside down. I hope that wasn't Cody Olson, because that was a tremendous run he had going on. He was getting towards the front. Oh, it's the 2 of Kyle Trevathan upside down on the front stretch right by the flag stand. That is not good if they were running the same rule they run on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. If you flip, you are done for the night. So not sure if they're running that rule, but that is unfortunate for him. Had a good run going in his heat race. Not too terribly good in the race here, but he was making his way to the front just to get tipped over and completely on his roof on the front stretch there, right by the flag stand. Alright, so right now you will have the 111 That is Anthony Miller, followed by Richard Stallings. Chris Arencia, Cody Olson, and Derek Walker are your top 5 as they will gather this back up. Looks like they're going to run at least one more lap as they're not very tightly bunched, so they want to get everybody in the correct order that they should be in. And they will be given the green flag for another restart here at Volusia Speedway. Again, this is the American Dirt Late Model Series brought to you by MaxSpeedTV. Fortunately, we're having to use our old overlays here tonight. No Excuses TV merged with MaxSpeedTV, so all this is being brought to you by MaxSpeedTV. We just didn't have time to get that new logo into the overlays here for tonight's race. Alright, so we should have about one more lap or so to go get the green flag here. Alright, they're up on the high side, so that means they will be going green this time by. Everybody gets up there for the restart. Well, get ready, folks, as we are going green very soon. Race control may have called it off. We have one down low, so that's probably the cause for that. But we'll take one more. But once they get up on that high side, that is where everybody likes to restart, so that is where they go for it. It looks like the 11 car, I believe that is, of Dustin Sizemore down on the bottom, so not sure if he's disputing a spot or if he's just hanging tight there. It looks like everybody is going to pass him now. So again, not sure what that is. They are single file, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but we'll find out here shortly as he is going to the back. Looks like he's going to tuck in right before the 77, so he was just getting back into his spot. That was the reason for the delay. Alright, we'll go back up here to the 111 of Anthony Miller, who is your leader right now in the B main here. Alright, they're bunched up tight. Green flag is in the air. Anthony Miller will get a good start, get a good 2 car lengths, followed by Richard Stallings, Cody Olson, Chris Arencia, and Derek Walker, your top 5. Good battle for the lead change. Richard Stallings passing the 111 of Anthony Miller for the lead. Can he make it stick here at the line? That's where it matters, and he cannot. He will not complete the pass there. He made it, but he couldn't make it stick, so Cody Olson is going to try this. We have a caution out now. So it looks like Barry King may have been involved as he has on pit road, so we'll take back a look to see here. That's a good shot for Anthony Miller to get that lead back now. Fortunately, it looked like that might have been Jason Allison back there. Oh, there we go. Oh, big, huge wreck back in the back involving 3 or 4 cars. Yeah, a bunch of cars mixed up in that. 77, the 11, 10. Looks like the 12 may have got involved. So all around a pretty nasty wreck back in the back there. Keep in mind, folks, the way they run this, caution laps do not count. They do count if iRacing is control it during the feature race, but during the B main and any other race before that, caution laps do not count. They go back to the last thing. So Anthony Miller will have the lead again, so good shot for him to get a better start this restart here. But Richard Stallings in the 17 has another shot to get by the 111 of Anthony Miller. Chris Arencia, Cody Olson, and Derek Walker still have a good shot too. As green flag dropped, Anthony Miller getting a really good start there. That's what he needed. Cody Olson digging hard, trying to get by the 178. That is Chris Arencia. Richard Stallings not getting as good a start as he did on the last restart. And Anthony Miller is able to pull away, but not there. Caution is out. Not sure what that caution was for. We don't see anyone spinning. So may just been a bad start. Race officials didn't like it. So we will see another restart here. Alright, so they will get bunched up. Don't think we're going to go green this time by. Probably take one more lap here, as we still have people in the back there trying to get sorted out as to where they belong in the lineup. So hang tight, and we will be going green next time by probably. Alright, they are bunched up tight here. Anthony Miller again taking the green flag. Should be here in just a second. Gonna take one more lap. Got some people in the back not pulled up to the line, so I'm sure they're gonna give them a shot to get tightened up a little bit more. But everyone is up on the high side. Is what the 11 of Dustin Sizemore and Nate Davis getting into each other there on a caution lap. So not sure what that's about, but everybody is extremely tightened, buttoned up good. So it looks like we should be taking the green flag this time by. Again, Anthony Miller is your leader, followed by Richard Stallings, Chris Arencia, Cody Olsen, and Derek Walker. And then Colton Davis back there along with Cameron Higgins. Whoa! Now we got cars scattering there. Not sure what that was all about. But they will not take the green flag because of that. Not sure if Cameron Higgins, Richard Stallings in that 17. I thought he might wanted to get in the lead there for a minute, but it looks like he will fall back into second. So maybe we'll get the green flag this time by. We will see. Alright, green flag is in the air. Anthony Miller getting a really good start that time. Not so good for Richard Stallings, but not a terrible start. He still about 2 car lengths off. Cody Olsen back there following a little bit behind Chris Arencia, as Chris is going to slide up high, and Cody Olsen will try to get by him there. Not sure if he completed. He did complete that pass, as they've got a great battle going on back in the back, as Cameron Higgins and the 20 of Derek Walker collide, letting the 71 of Colton Davis by. That will shuffle a few cars back as Derek Walker and the 178 get together back in the back. No harm done there. Nate Davis in the 24 gets to the other of David Hillman, shoving David Hillman into the fence almost. That was definitely not what he wanted to see, as he's back in the back already as it is. They're still getting together back in the back. Up front right now, it still belongs to Anthony Miller in that 111 car. But Richard Stallings is trying to put every move he can to get by him as the laps are closing down in this race. Just not sure if he has enough, but he definitely is giving everything he can, as they have lap cars coming up now shortly. So we'll see if those lap cars, that is Jason Allison up there in risk of going a lap down. Not sure if that's going to play a factor, but Anthony Miller and Richard Stallings will have to deal with him as they come by, if they get to him. So we'll see if they play a factor or if they don't. We don't know. And Jason may not even play a factor, contend, get out of the way, and let them by, let the leaders race. But that is all up to him. So we will see. Right now, it's all about these front two that are battling for first. And the next about 4 or 5 spots back are single files. Richard Stallings trying to make the move now in turn 1, turn 2. Just doesn't have the grip that he needs to complete the pass. But every lap they battle, they're getting closer and closer to the 12 car. Jason Allison back there in last place, threatening to put him a lap down. As he's going to almost scrape the wall there, and we got the 1 car around. No caution is out so far. Yep, caution is out. So caution out on the track. That will be for the 1 car. That is Danny Waller Jr., who just turned it around. So real no need. We won't go back and look at that. But that is a lifesaver for Anthony Miller there in the 111, who had the 17 Richard Stallings all over his back bumper, folks. He was looking for every possible way he could to get by him. He just couldn't complete it. But Cody Olsen is now bunched back up with him in third place, followed by Cameron Higgins and Colton Davis, and then Chris Arinci in the 178, and then followed Derek Walker, Nate Davis, and it looks like the 11, Justin Sizemore, going to be about your first 7 or 8 cars. So all very competitive drivers. None of them wanted to be in the B main, but they're here, so now they are making the best of it they can. As we'll either go green flag racing this time, may take one more lap. We will find out here in just about half a lap. Alright, green flag is in the air. Another great start by Anthony Miller in that 111. Richard Stallings down on the inside. Cody Olsen up high. And right behind him is Cameron Higgins, last week's winner, as he kind of bounces off the wall there. Not a hard hit, just a little scrape. Nothing real major going on there. And Anthony Miller got a really good start that time, and he's capitalizing on it right now, as Cameron Higgins has a ton of battling going on between the 71 as Colton Davis and the 178 of Chris Arencia, putting the heat on his back bumper, letting him know he wants by, but he will maintain that position in 4th spot. But Chris Arencia is putting it on the bottom, seeing if he can make it stick. He just can't do it. Right now, it's all about those front two. We got a good little battle going on between Cameron Higgins and Cody Olsen, as Cameron Higgins gets a little sideways, and Chris Arencia was all over the back bumper of the 71. Not sure if that's a caution or if that will be it. Looks like that will conclude the race. So it will be the 111 of Anthony Miller, 17 of Richard Stallings, Cody Olsen, followed by Cameron Higgins, Colton Davis, and that will be your top 5. 6th place just outside there will be Chris Arencia and Derek Walker. Alright, that will be your B main, folks. We are very close to the A feature here tonight. We'll take a short, brief little break here and come right back with the A main. 86H Racing, that was the B main. Next is the feature event, the A main, coming up in probably about 5 minutes or so. So, yeah, hang in there with us as these guys are going to get reset, get the lineup in, and we will be right back. Alright folks, we are back. Hopefully everybody hanging tight with us. This is the A main coming up. First they have about 5 minutes here. It says 14 on the clock. And it's not qualifying. That is just there because we have no other choice. But they will give about 5 minutes here or so, and then they will just wear this track in, get the groove they want to run. And while they're doing that, we will take a quick break. We're going to let you see what it's like to drive inside of one of these cars. So we're going to put it on cockpit view and let you have a feel of what it's like to be in the shoes of one of these drivers right now. So we will be right back. Alright folks, everybody is pulling it in as their little warm-up time is rounding up here. So they will pull into the pits, get everything set, and we will get going for the B or the A feature here tonight. For that, we already did the B. This is the A here. So again, the way this is going to work, folks, it's not going to be right off the bat here. That is not how things are going to work. They will actually get lined up. Then they will take the green flag from iRacing. Then they will not go. They have 5 extra laps tacked on to the 50 lap feature here tonight. That will get everybody in the correct order. Which is, pull it up here folks, we did get a race control to send us that. Be Zach, Chad, Justin, Mike, Shane, Jimmy, Clabe, Carson, Tim, Travis, Anthony, Richard, Cody, Cameron, Colton, Chris, Derek, Nathan, Dustin, and Jason is how they will actually go. But once they get in order, we will read that off for you as well. It'll take them about a lap or two to actually get in to the correct order. Then we have a few laps to pace and get set up for a good green flag racing. So they just pulled off again. They will advance it here in just about a minute or so. So we will be right back. Well, there you go. Everybody will stay with you here. They just advanced it. So next will be gridding. Alright folks, while they grid, we will step away real fast and play the national anthem. So we will be right back.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Alright folks, we are back. Just a few moments here. There's still got a few people that are waiting to grid up. As soon as that happens, they will go green flag racing. Well, at least iRacing thinks they will. They will not actually take the green flag when iRacing says. We got 55 laps on the lap counter there, but we will actually only do 50 laps. So let's first 5 laps here are for them to get all set up in the correct order, because this order here is not how they're going to be. So we'll give them just a chance to take that actual green flag, and then we will get the order set out here for you. Alright, about one more lap, and iRacing will give them their green flag, but remember, they will not take it. They have about 5 laps to get everything sorted out, so they will do so. They will get in the correct order that they're supposed to be based on the heat race finishing, not based on the little warm-up during qualifying. which will put Zach Rounds as your pole sitter, followed by Chad Bolin on the outside. So we will focus on Zach here, as he will be the pole sitter again. Getting a little love tap from his teammate there in the 5 car. That is Cody Olson. Just letting him know, good job, Sam, here. Alright, again, that green flag does not mean they will actually be going green. So now they will get all set up. People will go high and low and let that 27 car by. Say, I've got to get to the front. A 40 car will make his way up there as well. The 21 of Chad Bolin is already up there, so he's right there ready to go. Followed by the 07 of Justin Chapman. 55 of Mike Seaton. Again, for the ones that are just getting here and chat with us, they're getting lined up based on their heat races, not by how iRacing says they should be. So we have 55 laps. They'll actually only race 50 of these laps. So those 5 are for them to get set all up. And the official order will be Zach Rounds, Chad Bolin, Justin Chapman, Mike Seaton, Shane James, Jimmy Mullis, Clabe Ferguson, Carson Poe, Tim Smith, Travis McKinney, Richard Stallings, Cody Olson, Cameron Higgins, Colton Davis, Chris Orencia, Derek Walker, Nate Davis, Dustin Sizemore, Jason Renard, and Jason Allison. Those will be the 20 cars making tonight's race. Going home tonight a little early than they wanted to be will be Kyle Trevathan, Anthony Miller, Barry King, Danny Waller Jr., Jason Deere, J.R. Bash, John Batista, and David Hillman. So those guys, honorable mention. This is a strong field, so even if you don't make it, you definitely get mentioned here on the stream because you put up a heck of a fight. But this is a very strong field, and you have to be extremely good to even make the A main. So those guys put up a hard fight, but they just didn't make it. As we have, looks about like one more lap, and Race Control will give the guys the green flag. Once they get that green flag, iRacing will take over from there, and they will throw yellows as needed. But right now, it is in Race Control hands. Alright, folks, they are buttoned up tight there, so we are just seconds away from going green flag racing. Alright, green flag is in the air. Zach Rounds getting a really good start there as they are bunched up 2 and 3 wide all the way back. Clay Ferguson back there putting on a good show as somebody's in the wall. That looks like it was the 48 machine. Not sure. No caution will be called right now as they're going to keep going racing. The 05 of Cameron Higgins batting on the 20 of Derek Walker and Nate Davis in the 36. 38 of Tim Smith getting a door in there a little bit. As the 20 and the 17, that is Derek Walker and the 17 of Richard Stallings get into each other. They are both back under cover, or recovered from that. Caution does not come out as they are going green, so we will keep going. Back up here at the front, you got Zach Rounds in the lead, followed by Chad Bolin, Justin Chapman, and Shane James battling up there for the lead. But right now, it's all about Zach Rounds, who has at a car length lead, not much. Chad Bolin, first race here tonight, is putting on a heck of a show, but Justin Chapman is right on his heels, or at least he was there for a second. He is still battling for that position, and that is for first, second, third, and even fourth. And we have a caution out. Looks like it's going to involve Nate Davis, who is right behind that pole there. It's a little hard to see him, but we will take a chance of that replay and see what we see there. He's going around there, seems to be fine. It was on the backstretch. Something didn't go right. I wonder if he had any help from Chris Orencia there. It looks like he did. Chris Orencia is going to spin him around there. So that technically was caused by Chris Orencia. That is unfortunate for Nate Davis, as he'll probably be in the back now. So we will have to see who they put in the back, but it will be the 36 of Nate Davis there. But going back up to the lead right now, your top 5 as of lap 12 are Zach Rounds, Chad Bowen, Justin Chapman, Shane James, and Clabe Ferguson. So those are your top 5 as of lap 12 right now. Little dust out on the track today. It's getting a little dry out here, so if you got any hot dogs, you'll have an extra little condiment on there. Dust never hurt nobody, so that will just add a little extra texture to your hot dog out there on the track. I know we should be going green next time by. Lights are out on the pace truck. Alright, and be watching. That pace truck will make a sharp turn, get into pit road. As soon as he does that, he's tucked down and he makes that sharp turn there. And we're back on the green flag racing as Zach Rounds gets a great jump over Chad Bowen and that 21 machine, followed by 07 of Justin Chapman and 3 of Shane James. Shane James followed by Clabe Ferguson in the 57. They are single file now, not a whole lot, but Justin Chapman's going to try to get by Chad Bowen there. That will be for second place right now, but just can't complete the pass. As we got a little battle going on right now, and that will be for Cody Olson back there in about 6th place. So we'll keep an eye on that battle, see how that progresses. He's kind of falling back now. Chad Bowen, though, trying to get a move on Zach Round, see if he can get on the bottom side, but can't complete that pass. Get back a little further. You ain't got too many battles going on right now. Cameron Higgins trying to pass Colton Davis in the 71. Just see if he can do it as they're 3 wide coming out of turn 4. A lot of dust flying. Hard to see here. As the 38 looks like, yeah, he's going to hit the wall. That is Tim Smith smacking that outside wall there. So dusty on this track. It is extremely hard for these guys to see, but they are putting on a heck of a show right now. Cameron Higgins still trying to get by the 71 of Colton Davis. Just can't complete that pass right now. As we got another little battle going on. That is Richard Stallings got the 16th position, but Derek Walker and Travis McKinney are putting on a battle, trying to get by him and trying to. Looks like Travis McKinney's gonna run into Richard Stallings in the 17th, just trying to get by the 20 of Derek Walker, but unable to complete that pass. As now Richard Stallings is gonna try to put a pass on the 77. Jason Renard, again, he also can't complete that pass, so it's right there. All 4 of them are battling, and that is for 14th to 17th spot. So great battle going on as Richard Stallings is going to try one more time, but just doesn't have the momentum that he needs. And he's going to try it again here. Caution does come out, and that will be for Mike Seaton there. I'm almost collecting a few more cars. We'll take a look and see what happened. That all seemed good. He's batting Clabe Ferguson there. That was for position. Gets Clabe turned around, turns him around, collects the 40, the 5, the 13. Oh, and the 38 of Tim Smith. Several cars getting collected in on that. That is extremely unfortunate. A lot of damage there to Mike Seaton's 55 machine, as the whole front of that car is gone. Several cars getting collected in that, but up front it's still Zach Rounds out front, followed by Chad Bowen, Justin Chapman, Shane James, and now Cody Olson moves into the 5th spot, passing Clabe Ferguson, who was just involved in that. So right outside the top 5 is Carson Poe in 6th place. A very competitive driver as well, so we'll see if he can get up in there and crack that top 5 before this race is over. And that is, when we go by next time, that will put us just about halfway home. So we're getting close. Got a few laps to go. We got about 5 laps, and we will be halfway to seeing who our winner is tonight. And our top 3, we will definitely be interviewing them tonight. So hang around after the race for some great driver interviews. We will you can get those top 3 in there, see what they thought of the night, and see if they thought they had what it takes to win for 2nd and 3rd. As the pace truck is dropping off the track here. Green flag is out. Great start for Zach Rounds there. As always, he usually has good starts. But the 21, not so good that round. Justin Chapman trying to get by, but can't complete it. So that was a saving grace for the 21 of Chad Bolin, as the 07 of Justin Chapman was not able to get by him there. Cody Olson in the 5 car trying to get by that 3 car Shane James, but cannot complete the pass. And now Justin Chapman still putting it on Chad Bolin there. He trying to make it stick. Meanwhile, Chad Bolin's trying to put it on 27 of Zach Rounds for the lead, as a caution is out now. I'm not sure who that will involve. We got a few cars off pace, so we'll have a look and see if we can see here. Not sure if that involved the 77 or not, but he was off pace. It's already got some extensive Devin. Oh, the 71 hits the wall there. Yep, 77 wheels get spun around there, and that will bring out your caution. Alright, so 28 of 50 laps, 55, really only 50 lap race. So 28 laps here completed in the books. So we will get another restart here, as it looks like the lights are out on the pace truck. Oh, sorry folks, lights were not out. Just had a little glare from the sun there. Now lights are not out, so we will have one more lap around. That will complete that lap, be on lap 31 when we take the green flag. Hey, remember folks, while we're under caution, if you like what you see here, we broadcast whether it's asphalt or dirt every night of the week nearly. So make sure, if you haven't, give us a subscribe, and if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and let us know that you like it. Alright, green flag is in the air now. Cody Olson getting a decent start, not as good as he's had in the past. Nevertheless, still a good start. As Zach Rounds, my bad, sorry about that. Cody Olson had a good start, but then Shane James took it back to not let him by, as Justin Chapman's going to try to put a run on the 21 now of Chad Bolin there. He's putting everything he can into it, trying to get by him, as the laps are ticking away in this race right now. So those guys are all battling for that top 3 position, and they all want the win as well. We got a battle going on right now. For that is Colton Davis and Richard Stallings in the 71 and the 17 as they touch. 51 and Mike Seaton also getting in there, getting a little action going on. Bumping all the way, as now we have Clayton Ferguson in the 57 coming into the picture. And see if he can get it, and it's going to try to get that spot from Mike Seaton. Looks like he just can't do it though, but they're putting on a heck of a battle back there. As looks like the 55 of Mike Seaton will try to get by the 71. Just can't complete the pass. Chris Orencia up here battling as well, folks. Chris Orencia battling with Dustin Sizemore and Derek Walker in the 20. Those guys are putting on a battle. That is for a top 10 position there. Dustin Sizemore, well, he had it. Now it's going to belong to Derek Walker and then back to Dustin Sizemore. Again, that is for 10th, 11th, and 12th. Right now, that spot is going to Derek Walker and Dustin Sizemore for my 9th and 10th spot. So not a whole lot, but we have a little bit of a battle going on right now for Justin Chapman and Shane James. That was for 3rd and 4th. Shane James has kind of backed off a little there. Maybe see if he can hold back, get another run here in a second. But the whole race has been done by Zach Rounds as the caution comes out. Zach Rounds has led 36 laps tonight. The only one that has been led other than him was the pre-race laps by Chad Bolin. So Zach Rounds dominating this race tonight. Just wondering if Chad Bolin has anything for him, and I'm sure he's wondering the same thing too inside that car. Just not sure if he does. Alright, folks, go through the top 5 for you real fast. As of lap 39, we'll be going on lap 40 when they cross the line here. It is still all about Zach Rounds in that 27 machine in first, followed by the 21 of Chad Bolin, the 07 of Justin Chapman, the 3 of Shane James, and the 5 of Cody Olson. Those are your top 5 drivers as of lap 40 of 50. Well, 55 in there, but actually 40 under race, so we have about 15 laps left to go here. Again, we want to let you know this race is brought to you by MaxSpeedTV. Had to use some old overlays. We did not get our new ones today like we thought we would. So no excuses is no excuses TV no longer exists. We use MaxSpeedTV. We are bringing you the American Dirt Late Model Series in conjunction with the Dirt Slingers Racing League that we do on Thursday and Friday night. They've helped them a ton with this league. They run the same kind of format. So make sure you check out Thursday and Friday night too, as we will be having some racing on there. And looks like we have Rudy in chat here as he's also commenting. So he's also doing a asphalt race tonight. Not sure if that race is over. It may be. But we are just seconds away from going green flag racing here again. Alright, folks, green flag is in the air. Zach Brown's getting another good start, which he needed to do. Chad Bolin just doesn't have what it takes right now to get them on the restarts. And Shane James is trying to put a move on Justin Chapman. That is for 3rd place. He's going to stick it on the inside. I don't know if he has it. Justin Chapman will get him at the line. There's just not a whole lot of grip down there at the bottom. And Cody Olson helping Shane James go around as there's a major pile up back there. Caution will come out. So we will take a look at that. That is going to take out a few guys up front. So we will take a look at that real fast. And looked like the Cody Olson just helped him out a little bit. No, wasn't his fault. He was already going around. He just slightly helped Shane James, but he did get it knocked back around thanks to Cameron Higgins collecting Carson Pro, Tim Smith, Derek Walker, Travis McKinney, and a whole looks like the 17 as well. That is Richard Stallings. So collecting a whole host of drivers there that didn't get a whole lot of damage, but they did get some, so that will hinder their race here tonight. I will take a look at our. We've had 5 cautions for 14 laps. We have 11 laps to go here. We've only had 2 lead changes. Technically, only 1 because Chad Bolin led 1 lap, but that was in those first 5 pre-race laps where they got sorted out. So Zach Rounds leading 43 laps here, basically all 44 really. He has dominated this race, so he will be the guy to be reckoned with tonight. Hazel, to answer that question, we 5 cautions. We have 10 laps to go in the A main here. Great race going on. Pretty much dominated by Zach Rounds. Right now we have, like I said, 10 laps to go. It is Zach Rounds, Chad Boland, Justin Chapman, Cody Olsen, and Shane James are your top 5 drivers as of lap 46. Alright, the lights are off on the pace truck. He is about to make that turn in. Alright, folks. We are back under green flag racing. Green flag came out a little late there as they were already racing. Not sure why, but they are back under green flag racing. Is still, Zach Rounds gets a great start. Oh, Cody Olsen getting a little sideways. Gonna lose 2 spots there. That is not what he wanted to see, as he's going to lose at least 1 spot there. Now Justin Chapman is putting the moves on the 21 of Chad Boland, getting by him. Almost touching there. They may have touched just a little bit. But does Justin Chapman have what it takes to get by Zach Rounds? As we have 7 laps to go here, folks. It has been all about Zach and Chad Boland up first, with Justin Chapman in second. But he put the move on the Chad Boland 21 machine, and now he is looking and set his sights on Zach Rounds, who is in first place, just ahead by 0.199. So Justin is saying, I'm coming, and he is digging for everything he has to get that spot, folks. He definitely wants to get that win as he's moving on the inside. Looks like he might complete the pass here. They are side by side going into the back stretch. I don't know, folks. It looks like he might have the lead, and I'm not sure. We'll see what iRacing says. Right now it's saying Justin had the lead when the caution came out, folks. We'll take a quick look here to see what the caution did come out for, though. As Clay Ferguson and Travis McKinney get touched there, they bump. Travis McKinney flipping upside down on the front stretch. He slides to a stop right going into turn 1. So he's had a great race all night. That is unfortunate for him, as he is upside down and probably out of this race now. Right now it's showing Zach Rounds as first, so he may have had a saving grace as we have 3 laps to go. Not sure if we're going to go back green or not. The lights are still on the pace truck. We will definitely be keeping an eye. I'm not sure. So again, 3 laps to go. Lights are on the pace truck. If they go out this time, we will have a 1-lap shootout. We will see momentarily, folks. Those truck is coming around. Again, if those lights go out this time by, we will have a 1-lap shootout. Alright, folks. Lights are off on the pace truck. That means 1-lap shootout. We will have a 1-lap shootout to determine the winner of this race. So for all of you that hung around with us tonight, thanks for hanging in there with us. And this is going to be a extremely close battle here for the win. And anything can happen, folks. 1 lap to go. Caution comes out. The race is over. And with 1 lap, it shouldn't come out anyway. iRacing doesn't throw cautions in the last lap. But pace truck is diving off, so we're going to have 1 lap when they take it, and green flag is out. Zach Rounds getting a great start. That's what he needed. Justin Chapman falling back, is unable to get in there. The battle right now is Shane James and Chad Boland. Is Chad Boland going to fall and lose that spot right now? Looks like he might do it. We'll have to get an official thing. Right now it's saying Chad Boland did get 3rd, though. So looks like Chad did get him. Just barely, folks. That was a close battle. Talking a difference of 0.843 to 853 by 0.01. Chad Boland was actually able to hold on to 3rd place. So that was probably the battle of the night right there. 1-lap shootout, and he definitely gets it. So hang tight with us, folks. Don't go anywhere. We will get those top 3 into the booth. and we will have a talk with him. All right, Chad. First off, congrats on third place, and welcome to the booth for your first time in the race here with the American Dirt Late Model Series. So, how was it out there for you tonight?
Nah, it was pretty much locked down, no passing. I tried to give Zach a couple of runs, just couldn't make it work, and I didn't want to put it in his face, so I just took what I got.
Yeah, you were definitely putting on a show there for second place, pretty much the whole entire feature race. We did the math here. You you ran second. You only managed to get third by .010. So outstanding run by both you and Justin there, battling for second place. It was a great great race to watch from up here in the booth. So going into it, did you think you had the car to beat? Did you think you were out there possibly had a chance to win, or were you just being the first time, just hoping to get into the A main?
No, I come here hoping to get an A, but after I started outside front row, I thought I had a pretty good chance at winning the race. He got the jump on me on the start of the race, and it pretty much set the pace for the rest of the race.
Yeah, you definitely, like I said, you definitely are putting on a show up there at the front of the race. With that being said, do you have any sponsors, anybody you want to give a shout out to tonight?
No, I'd like to, thank MaxSpeed and American Dirt Late Model Series, and for putting the show on, and thank my wife for putting up with it, I guess.
There you go. So that being said, we'll move on to Justin Chapman. So you got a copy?
I got you.
All right. So what are your thoughts for tonight? How'd it go for you? Obviously, coming in second, it was a good finish for you.
Yeah, that last caution there kind of messed me up. I think I was having to run there on Zach, and it was going to be a good finish. Either way, it was fun to actually be able to pass at least one person.
Yeah, we were watching. We were actually trying to look in here, depending on when that caution came out. You were battling. Y'all were back and forth that last lap before it came out. He had you on the straight, and you had him in the turn coming in, and fortunately, it did come out right as he was ahead of you. So that was unfortunate for him. I'm sure he thought it was pretty lucky for him. But overall, second race in there, you've been competitive each week. So compared to the sprints, what did you think?
I prefer the late models, anyways. I'm a little bit better in them, but yeah, the bottom line was coming in there a little bit, and I think if it would have went green there till the end, it would have been a great battle between me and Zach. Yeah,
we would definitely agree with that up here in the booth. As like I said, y'all were putting on a awesome show up there. All three of you were. But with that said, anyone you want to give a shout out and thank you to tonight?
Yeah, MaxSpeedTV, HRE Motorsports, and my employer, the United States Air Force, and of course my wife for putting up with it. And yeah.
Well, there you go. I'm glad your wife definitely puts up with it and lets you come out here and race with us tonight. All right, Zach, you got a copy?
I do.
Well, there you go. You've been in victory lane here several times, whether it's sprints or late models. Seems like doesn't matter what it is, you put on a good show. You led every lap today. Dominant performance. So what was your thoughts on the track? Was it bumpy, rough, hard to handle? Were you scared at any of them cautions coming out?
I was waiting for the bumps to kind of come in there, and it didn't seem like they did. I don't know if that was just with the few cautions or what. But no, the track was good. It did seem like there was two lines because, like Justin said, he made a run there, and yeah, that caution definitely helped me out. I thought he passed me, but iRacing put me ahead of him, and And yeah, I think if that would have went green, he probably would have passed me, and at some point I probably would have tried to get back under him or something. But it would have been a good race. But yeah, it seemed like 2 lines came in. I was kind of waiting for the bumps, but they didn't. So yeah, it turned out to be a pretty good racetrack, just typical Volusia, where it's tight, so it's hard to pass.
Yeah, it was definitely. We saw a bunch of people trying to stick it down on the bottom, trying to get by. And some passes were made. Obviously, some were not. He did. It looked like, from our point of view, he had you two there for a while. But iRacing said you were the leader, so definitely saving grace for you there. Anyone you want to give a shout out to? Thank you tonight.
Yeah, I'll do a shout out to HRE Motorsports, the team that we run. We got a couple quick guys in there, and it's fun to run with them. MaxSpeedTV, Charles, doing the broadcast, you do a great job. 3M and M80 Wraps and Graphics, and yeah, that's about it.
All right. Well, again, congrats to all 3 of you on the top 3 finishing there. And we will let y'all go celebrate, because obviously first, second, third, either way is a respectable finish and a good points night if it was a points battle going on. We will be back next week to have some actually points racing going on here. So that being said, we will go over our results here, and then we will sign off for the night. All right, so coming in first, of course, was Zach Rounds, followed by Justin Chapman, Chad Bolin, Shane James, Cody Olson, Tim Smith, Chris Arencia, Carson Poe, Mike Seaton, and Nathan Davis will be your top 10. Following that is Dustin Sizemore, Richard Stallings, Jason Renard, Cameron Higgins, Caleb Ferguson, Derek Walker, Colt Davis, Jason Allison, Travis McKinney, and Jimmy Mullis will be your finishing results here for tonight. Those are the 20 drivers that made it. Again, we have Kyle Trevathan, Anthony Miller, Roger Wagner, Barry King, Danny Waller Jr., Jason Deere, J.R. Bash, John Batista, and David Hillman not making the race. So we will see all of y'all next week. Have a nice night and a safe day, and we will see you again. Bring you back dirt track racing next Sunday night.